Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video might be a little bit of a public service announcement. We're going to talk about shop safety, protecting yourself. It's kind of an important subject, something I thought we should talk about. And everybody knows about ear protection. You know, when you're running equipment, whether it be a planer, anything, any kind of shop equipment, routers, sawmill, anything. By and large, most people know wear ear protection. It's pretty much, you know, at this point, pretty common. I know the old timers didn't, and well, we all know, you know, our grandfathers and great grandfathers who couldn't hear in their later years. One thing that I see that's not as common, that's becoming more common, you gotta protect yourself from dust. Wood dust is extremely dangerous. People underestimate it. It's a carcinogen. It causes respiratory problems. I know myself, if I don't wear a respirator and I'm around fine dust, I'll get migraines. It just triggers migraines in me. You know, we've all done it. We've all been there where you get yourself in a situation where you're around fine dust and can't help it. And that night you're coughing and hacking and blowing stuff out your nose. And it's not a good visual, but you know what I'm talking about. So the problem, like the hearing issue and wearing earmuffs, this isn't something that's going to kill you overnight. You know, it builds up over time, and it scars your lungs, it causes problems, and little by little it gets you. So you got to be protecting yourself. And I know it's not the most glamorous thing. I know for me personally, I don't so much mind wearing earmuffs, but respirators, I'll be honest, I can't stand them. I spend lots of hours wearing respirators, and it's something I've always fought with. So the reason I decided to make this video, I had a company reach out to me. They make respirators, and they said, hey, we'll send you a respirator, you know, for free. Just wear it, see what you think, and review it for us. So I don't want to sound like a salesman or anything like that. If I didn't like the product, you guys would have never heard about it. They're not paying me to do this. All they simply did was send me the product. And, you know, so basically I'm just doing this because I thought it'd be a good topic for a video. And we'll talk a little bit about their product, but I'm not going to tell you to go buy anything. You know, that's not what this channel's about. You know, I just do this because I like to spread education more than anything. But anyway, for years and years and years, I wore these 3M respirators with the pink filters. This was the best thing I found. Those paper masks, I can't stand them. I just, the way they fit me, they're itchy. I just can't stand them. So that was never for me. These 3M masks with the plastic or latex or whatever this stuff is. I tend to like the way they fit my face. They have an exhale valve, which is very important for me at least. You know, if you're wearing safety glasses, you want that exhale valve. It doesn't fog up, and it just makes it easier to breathe. In the winter, you're not getting all that condensation built up in your mask. It's all wet if it's cold where you're at. It's just all around, that's a feature you want in any respirator, in my opinion. So I was decently happy with these. These are okay. Like I said, I don't love anything, but these are okay. So this company sent me this. They're the Base Camp brand, and it's a dust mask. And I've seen these style dust masks before. This is what I was wearing in the intro segment. But, you know, I figured, it's just another respirator. I don't know. I guess I'll wear what I got. But they offered to send me one, and I said, okay, I'll give it an honest shot. You know, I'll give anything a try. So I've been wearing them about 2 weeks, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It's comfortable, it's lightweight. This mesh breathes really nice. You know, on the whole outside of the dust mask, and inside they have a filter that changes. So I can't do this with one hand, but basically all you have to do is twist these two knobs. They come off. You pull out these white filters. They're replaceable. There's a bunch of them in there. You can see they sent me some extras. So that's a replaceable filter. They give you guidelines as to how often you should be replacing them. and all the information's here on the back. You know, you can find information on their website. But I have to say I'm pretty impressed by this. These also have the exhale valves, so that's, you know, a real nice feature. It is definitely more lightweight than this. I can tell you that for a fact. I mean, you can probably tell that just by looking at it. You don't have this hard plastic piece. You don't have, you know, these big filters hanging off, so it's lower profile. It fits nice with the earmuffs. You know, so it's a nice piece. As far as protection, you know, I did a little bit of research on their filtering ability, and you know, that's a multi-layer filter, that white filter. I'm not going to get into the technicalities because honestly, if you're interested, you can find all this stuff on your own. But I am pretty comfortable that it is a good filter. You know, some of these cheaper things, those cheap paper masks and stuff, the filtering ability just really isn't the best, and they don't seal the best. Like any respirator, you know, you're supposed to do a fit test, and they show you in the instructions how to do a fit test to make sure the air is just not bypassing the mask. So that's important that you follow the instructions. But I think it's a pretty good product. I'm going to continue using it. Not to say I'm never going to use this again. In fact, it's nice because, well, if you've been watching, you know, I've got different buildings, different shops. You know, the sawmill's separate from the shop here. So it's nice to have different stuff, different places. So you always have it. You're always wearing something, because that's the number one key. It's so easy to just start up a machine. Oh, I'm just doing this a couple minutes, and you skip it. We're all guilty of it. We all know we shouldn't. Do your lungs a favor. Do your long-term health a favor. Wear a respirator, you know. So a good product. Like I told you guys, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's not the point of this channel. I will put a link to their website, and I'll put a link to where you can get them on Amazon. And you guys can make your own decision as to what you want to use. There's all kinds of products. There's those whole face shield deals that have like the vented air that circulate. Those look pretty neat to me. They're very expensive. I don't know if it's something I'd like or not, but there's a lot of different options out there. The whole key is you should be wearing something, you know. So that's the point of this video, just to give everybody a reminder. I know we know, but something, you know, everybody thinks safety glasses, earmuffs. Well, yeah, those are key, but your lungs are pretty important too. Can't breathe, you're not going to last very long. So just my little spiel. Hope you found it interesting. Hopefully, you know, maybe it'll help somebody in the long run. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.